I think what I'm going to do is tell you what my overall philosophy is. It's that I've had a very joyful, satisfying life, and it's largely, I think, because I believe I've learned to live with chaos. Now, I know there are a lot of people who believe there's a big grand scheme that we all need to fit into, but I've never been able to believe that abusing children, for instance, is part of anybody's grand scheme. So, believing that, then, I looked at the principle of free will and know that people use their free will to do really horrendous things or good things, but you can be the subject of that behavior, and it just comes out of the blue, and you have to learn how can you maintain any kind of serenity and joy in your life when you are being adversely affected by somebody else's free will behavior. And learning to do that is the basis of why I can say, no matter what, I've had a very joyful, satisfying life. And I guess it started during the Depression. My dad was an alcoholic. My mother was a hardworking woman. And being the middle of a six-child family, nobody pretty much paid too much attention to me, which is great. I had all the freedom in the world because Mother was busy, working very hard, taking care of the kids, canning, freezing, and then at 11 o'clock at night, she would go out and bake at a restaurant till 2 and 3 in the morning, and then come home and start it all over again. She really taught me how to work. So that was the beginning. But it meant that I had all the freedom in the world to do whatever I wanted, and at 12, we were all of us were expected to go get jobs along with our school and then contribute a third of that as board to the family. So when you have to save to buy your own clothes and in a very downturned economics, I mean, my brother's caddied and I babysat and cleaned houses. You really have you can get. My sister resented it. I didn't, because it develops a strong sense of self. Here's the situation. I can do it. So at 12, when I was going to go into junior high, I had these big holes in my teeth because, of course, we didn't have any dental care. It was the Depression. So I walked into a dentist's office and negotiated with him to take care of my teeth out of my babysitting money. That it gives you a certain sense of accomplishment and a strength of ego, I think.
Yeah, that's an very uncommon thing to have a 12-year-old be a negotiator for going to the dentist, which is something that
I didn't want to smile. There were boys in junior high, and I didn't want to smile, so there wasn't much choice.
And the dentist agreed?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, there was one other, quick aside, and that was you told me today that at one point in your life you were a Quaker.
I am a Quaker. I just don't go to meeting that often. But I have the Quaker philosophy. I raised my kids Quaker because I believe in the need for spiritual development, but I didn't want them to be loaded down with dogma. So the Quaker philosophy, one part of it is that you need to develop the God within, And to me, that means developing that part of yourself that feels connected to the universe.
Alice, this is so great. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
This
Thanks
is
for
really
asking
fun.
me.
You bet.